So the first thing about triangles, you gotta know how to hold it. So what you're gonna do, you're just gonna make a C with your hand, like a relaxed C, like you do on your trumpet. Make sure you do it with your left hand since you're right-handed. And you're just going to rest the holder on your thumb and pointer finger. And then that is so that you can grip it to mute it. If you happen to have a staccato or a rest you need to stop it for. If you hold it like this or anything, then you can't really do that. So if you hold it like that, it's not really going to wiggle around too much. You'll have a lot of control. And then with the beater, you're going to hold it just on the padding of your fingers right here. Almost make a T, almost. Then you just kind of, you know the wiggly pencil thing? That's basically how you hold it. You'll hold up. A lot of people say so you can see the director through it. To me, that feels a little bit high, just because the director stands up on a podium and I'm like doing this, and you're short. So, and so you hold it up pretty close to eye level, and you don't want to strike it exactly vertical or horizontal. You want to be about, I won't say 45 degrees, but a comfortable angle, and then you just very lightly, and that's all you're going to do. So go ahead and hold it, and there's your beater. Hold it up nice and high just so you can see what you're doing. Nice comfortable angle, thumb and pointer finger. A little bit lower on it just so that the weight is more at the top of it. And then your other fingers are just kind of relaxed around the back of it. And then you just put it pretty close to the corner here. That's the best spot to hit it. You don't want to hit it too close to the open edge or else it sounds kind of funky. So then you just nice and lightly just ding. That's pretty good. So the first line, you're just going to do the first two measures. It's going to be half note, quarter, quarter, half. So go ahead and get ready. Relax your back fingers around it a little more. It's pretty natural grip, just like this. Just so it'll freely wiggle so that you can pull it back, but you don't want it to be so tight that it has a little. You don't want that. You want a nice, relaxed grip. So go ahead, practice your strike one more time. All right, that's good. Let's do the first line. 1, 2, ready, go. All right, good. And you even muted it at the end. That's awesome. All right, now the tambourine. So now, the way that we hold the tambourine is first the grip. That's the most important. You're going to wrap your fingers around it here, and your thumb goes on the drum head so that when we hit it, we don't get that kind of tribally drum sound. You just want you want more of the rattle than you do the drum. So hold it nicely around here. You can even put your finger through the hole if you'd like. Yes, hold it nicely. And where we're going to hold it is you don't want it like up here. You don't want it down here like some people do. You want it nice, at a nice little angle right here, just where your fingers can be right here. And there's a few different ways to strike it. When you're doing it really quiet, you can just do just the finger. You get a little bit louder, you use more fingers. And as you get really loud, you move on to the knuckles. So grip, make sure your thumb's on the head. Hold it very comfortably to where your arm's down. I like to think of my elbow at a 90-degree angle. Nice 45 here, and it's going to be your fingers, your whole hand, or your knuckles. And you're never going to slap it because then that's how kids play with their toys. So go ahead and do your grip. And hold it up just right there. A little bit more to the side, just a little bit of an angle away from you. Yeah, like that. And your striking spot is going to be right here on the rim so you don't get as much of the drum sound. You want to hit pretty close to where it's just going to make all of little things rattle. Yeah, just like that. So go ahead and practice going from the quiet and go ahead to go to the loud. Yeah, that's good. All right, and so page 62. You're going to do exercise number 1, and you're just going to do the first 2 measures again, just like on the triangle. So go ahead and look at it for a little bit. You're going to see there's dynamic changes, and there's also rests. Alright, so the rest you just don't hit it. It's a very short instrument, so you don't really have to mute it. Alright, 1, 2, ready, go. Alright, good, awesome, nice job. Your grip, you could hold it a little bit higher up here, and just to make sure that, because it's when you get to more difficult rep, you have it more in front of you and you can look up at the director to see what they're doing. But overall, not bad, good job.
Yay.